gorgeous look at a place of NFL history. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears.
2026 Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Completed left side to Smith. And he's tackled for no gain.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker with Williams. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it out past the 35. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Williams out the play fake. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. He set the screen here to Swift. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. They'll air it out on 3rd. And he's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! Even 10-yard gain on the play. Some careful consideration, and Sean McVay will indeed challenge the call.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No luck for Sean McVay with the challenge flag. The call stands. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Williams again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Stick it in the air. It's Williams. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. To the air yet again. Williams. On target to Moore. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down throw by Williams. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. One in behind center with Swift. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. Pass brought in by Burton. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
1st down. Here's Swift. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Williams. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal. Manangai with it. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, Rams nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Blake Corum now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Williams now on first and 10. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Stafford from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He's got Smith again. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offense defensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Rams first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inches. They get set for 3rd and 6. They motion the tight end over. Throwing his Stafford on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Nevis able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, Williams. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Working from the gun, Williams. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Team for Marsh. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Complete out to the right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throwing now, Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Rams.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Give to Williams from the gun. He takes it down to the 33. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Stafford now on 1st down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So 2nd down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They put Adams in motion left. 3rd and long for him here. Delivers another one to Williams. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
A 31-yard attempt.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
27-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Jukes away from one. He's got him, that's Swift. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and short, it's a get to the tight end. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Off the play fake, Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Williams to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again, Williams. On target to Moore. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. The Bears on top here at Soldier Field. 1st and 10 from the 43. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Again, it's Williams. Secured by Burden on the slant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Williams again. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down now, ball at the 33. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 33. Now here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. That's to Dunze again. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And this won't be Cox. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing it again here. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Kobe Durant has it. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. That's got it, left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, Williams. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. That's caught at the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Williams on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
He brings it in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Sticking to the air here. That one connects. And this one doesn't go far.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
3rd and just 2 to go. They go with Mananga here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears grow their lead to 8.
14, Rams 6.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Whittington now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He cuts it back right. And he has this to the opposing 35.
Gain of 41 yards on the play. That's good for our Rams. 1st down. A 41
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. 1st down, and they go right back to it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Rose caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Touchdown, LA. The Rams start the 2nd half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Stafford and the Rams getting set to try for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Down 2, they went for the tie right there, partner, but a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's the 4th quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. 3rd quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. On him quick, and they bring it down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Stafford from the gun. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Rams have the 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams on the carry. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now Stafford to throw. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did. So tight there was no window to throw.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to give them the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. And now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here come the Bears, back out on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying grounded with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So out now comes the punter. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Williams. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
And 9 at the 41-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Rams.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Complete to Puka Nacua. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. On the handoff, this is Williams. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
The Rams, 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. This time it's a passing play. Screen here for Williams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession.
At their own 24-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Manunga. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They've got first down here from the 36. Going run again with Swift. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
First down throw by Williams. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Here's Swift on second down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This might be a free play for him. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still third down.
All right, so the penalty helps him out. Now only 6 yards needed on third down. They'll air it out on third. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Bears first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll run it with Manunga. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be first down Bears.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Williams on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And they'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. On target to Moore. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Bears first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and goal, Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They go to him again. And this time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a fourth-quarter lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 3.
Bears 21, Rams 18.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Corum now on the return. Escapes a defender. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Rams down by only 3. First call here coming from the shotgun. They send Nakua in motion left. He'll look to throw it. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Here he is to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he's marked down, it looks like, at the 32-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Back to throw. Connects with Adams again. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Setting up to pass. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Running right, it's Williams. And he's stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Here he goes, one final shot. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.